I want a sandwich. Now. Oh, sandwich wench. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench. I want a sandwich. Sandwich.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of these little streams. Hope you're well today. We are starting an hour early, but that's alright. I've got stuff to do basically, and I figured we'll do a 2-hour stream if we can. Go through a couple of Amber's videos, it makes my life easier, and see what the hell is going on. Actually, mostly because she put out a video that's 22 minutes long-ish, and I thought, yeah, that looks interesting. Yes. Let's have a little looky look. So yes, we're back here. Hi. Hope you're all well today. Hello Victoria. Hello Tendies. Hello Riven Faye. Hello Charlie, Keto, Lisa. Hope you're doing marvellously. We are going to be looking at Amber's channel. We do have 3 videos lined up. One I didn't do, but might do last if we have time. And the 2 most recent videos. Hello Bubbly, hi Maeve, hi Lotus, hi Aaron Wen, hi Dessa. Yes, well we'll get to that in a minute. Don't worry, Dessa. Let's not spoil too much of the surprise of the content, shall we? We have stuff to look at on that front. If we come over here, there we go. Wait, what did you? No. There we go. That's better. Can't just be jumping straight into the channel like that. You've got to savour the hamster. Yes. Taking a fat Zaza for all the smoke and mirrors Amber displays. Yeah, it's something. Yeah. We'll get to it. Her most recent upload, turns out she has released something today. Yeah, thumbnail chosen on purpose. The thing with if you look at her thumbnails, a lot of them are the same. Just looking at the camera lens, doing absolutely nothing. Sat on the couch, the majority of it. It's kind of embarrassing, really, isn't it? I was adding my 2 cents. Oh, that's alright. You can add your 2 cents, or you can just answer the question. I have no issue with that, but for the sake of the conversation, we're going to wait until we get to what Amber says, because as you can see here, I haven't watched the video on purpose. I'm looking forward to this, and I hope it's true too, to be honest. I really do. Hi Juniper. Hello Kat. Hope you're well. I am early, yes. Justice Rarity indeed. In fact, let's go to this channel video right here. Fraggle Rock is Rarity U Dossa. Oh, hang on. There you go. Sorry, I just remembered. There we go. Sorry, I've got hotkeys set up, and the full stop and the / are scene changes. There you go. Where the Fraggle Rock is Rarity U Dossa. There we go. 1,200 comments. The likes dislike, not great. She gets as many likes on her videos as I get likes, but she gets thousands more dislikes than I do. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Right. Comments. The audacity to say your baby was taken away when you were the reason she got lost. You neglected her. You left her there. You really are just so rude. It's insane. Did she seriously say that when people stare at her in public it's because they know her from YouTube? Girl, you're a quarter ton. On track for half ton heifer. I hear bingo going for it. Girlie left her pets in a tornado and wants us to believe she loves them. Now that's true. She did do that. She did this. You should have labelled this 600-pound woman talks about nothing for 21 minutes. Well, this is the comment, I guess, that sets the scene for the whole video, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Let's have a go at this and see what happens, shall we? I have sped it up and I have put the captions on. So let's just dive right in, yeah? Has she unblocked you? No? Actually, you know what? Let's find out. This is her newest video, yeah? Where is Rarity, you colossal... Oh, sorry. Sad sack. I have to / so you don't disappear. Here you go. Where's Rarity, you colossal sad sack? How's that? There we go. I'm pretty sure I'm still blocked. Yeah, but that's for the newest video. We'll get to that soon. We're going to go to this one. Full screen. She is Smeghead. Yes, she is. I should have gone with Smeghead. I should have gone with that. Hi, Jonathan. Hope you're well. 1 mile swim. Nice. Take me to Poseidon. EID. There you go. You're welcome.
Hello. Welcome to another Let's Talk video.
I'm so excited about this, by the way. Because nothing makes me happier than watching Amber's, so far, 7 episodes into a series that sucks beyond reckoning, where everything's rigged.
So today I'm just wearing my comfy Nightmare Before Christmas.
Don't care.
It's not Halloween nor Christmas, but it
Well, look at you, it's pretty scary.
is comfy.
Don't care.
Alright guys, let's get straight into Sweet and Sour. Tina Ozuna 3459 said,
Right. Crazy still blame Beck. Now, this, on the face of it, lacks all context. So let's see if she didn't believe she had a...
Crazy you still blame Beck. So I was simply just responding to a rumor where people were like,
Beck, rumor, oh my god. Can you stop with the fake accent?
urged you to go to the doctor about your bleeding.
Yeah, Beck did. And they took you to the doctors. In fact, they did everything they could to help you. They admitted they made some errors in helping you, 100%. They admitted that part. However, they helped you do things that no other person should have ever had to do, unless they're a paid live-in carer. That would include wiping your ass.
I was responding to that with, that's not true. Wasn't
Which was a lie from you.
blaming, just clarifying.
Failing.
K. Marie Singer said, love your hair, you look gorgeous.
Somebody picked that one on purpose.
Thank you so much. I greatly...
Bear in mind here, oh, fuck off, Yawns. Bear in mind here, she gets over 1,200 comments. 99% of them are negative. Hi, Alana. Hi, Liddy Bits. Oh, I like that name. That's a good name. Yeah, beep, beep, beep. Yes, exactly. I'll do that soon. I'm sure it'll come up again.
really appreciate that. I have been trying to work very hard on my hair lately.
Well, it's the only thing you ever put any effort into, I guess, then, right? Unless your concerted effort is to create a triple chin.
Even my mom, the last time I saw her, was like, what have you been using on your hair? It just looks...
Doesn't matter. No one cares. The only thing we're intrigued with is that you still have hair and that your chin is trying to depart the rest of you.
so much healthier. So people are noticing it is very much
Yeah,
a sad
fillers.
point because I do love my hair. But with age,
Yeah, but you say you love something, it means nothing. You fall in love with people with a click of your finger. You spread those legs faster than you spread butter on toast.
going through menopause at such an early age,
Don't care.
like my hair has like...
It's okay, you still got colour in your hair. So it's okay. You're not old Lynn, Amber. You're not there yet. And it's okay because you're not going to get there. Because of what's underneath your chins. That torso thing, moment, situation, type deal. You say you love something, but come on. Do you actually care? Do you do something?
Just gotten bad. So I'm
Hi,
trying my
Lady of
hardest over
Darkness.
here. Emma Matson said,
Yawn. Sorry, I had to get out of my system. Apparently, and for those who don't know, when I stream, I don't breathe enough. So my yawning is because of that. I'm not remotely sleepy. So I have to take deep breaths every so often and I keep forgetting. I wanted to let you know this because I need attention.
Beck
Hi,
is
Charlie.
not even on the internet at the moment, and all you
That's true, they have left the internet.
do is talk about your exes.
And that's because without Beck there, you have what you consider to be the high ground. Thing is, there are a couple exes of yours that if they came onto the internet and simply told everyone what you really like, you'd be done diddly done for. Flesh-toned snowman suit. God.
Do you not have anything more interesting to talk about? For one, I don't care.
She has nothing interesting to talk about in the slightest. Amber likes to act like she's above things, a philosopher, a poet, say the same thing but differently all the time. She has nothing to add into the online space. This is a log of her day for her ego. You see, if anyone actually vlogged a weight loss journey to show they're actually putting effort in, they'd do it. Amber won't. Because showing her vulnerable side, trying to actually do right by herself, she can't control that. It makes her look like something else, whereas she believes at the ripe old age of early to mid-30s, you really aren't old. Although you're not going to get to my age, so it's alright. Yawn. Oh, sorry. I've lost my trail of thought. What was it? Oh yeah, if she actually put some effort into something and showed the world what she was doing, she'd be a vlog channel. Instead, she'd rather sit here, espouse her beliefs that she knows what's best for her and fail at everything, which means she, by definition, doesn't. You need a day off. I don't necessarily need a day off, per se. I just need to remember to breathe. 1 second. There we go. It's better. I'm going to yawn now, aren't I? No, fine. I think with this, she won't do what needs to be done because she wants to present herself as being removed from it, and that her method is right. Yet, for weight loss, and I said it in a video earlier this week, she is to weight loss what Darkside Phil is to gaming, i.e. absolutely shit at it. I hope that helped you. Someone, a smug, yeah, the smug mode stuff doesn't help, does it? Why have I got an ad on my own? Don't do that to me. I need to see chat. Thank you.
If they're on the internet or not, they post.
You do, because you need them. See, Amber doesn't get great views anymore. She really doesn't. Amber's time is running out. That's definitive. She's gone from over 100,000+ views down into the 30s. Last year it was the 50s. Now it's creeping into the 30s. She is losing. She might still earn enough to get by, but there's no way she'll be able to keep that going forever. Because there's only so long people will watch the older things. Oh, hang on. I just read... sorry, I read Jonathan's comment and I completely derailed myself. Off topic, I need your opinion because, you know, DSP. Give me the thing and I'll provide opinion. Hi, Rex. Hope you're well. What was I saying? Oh, thank you, Wizzy Boo, for scratching and thumping. Who is DSP? Darkside Phil. And Chantal is, yeah, just fat DSP. Although, at least he has the income for microtransactions in mobile games, she doesn't have the hand to play a mobile game. I don't think she has the hands to play a Switch either.
Folks.
Oh, right, yeah. She needs them. She needs those that were exes on the internet to create drama. She needs people to create the drama. She needs the views. 100%. She needs it. She can't exist without it. She'll seem like she doesn't care or she's removed, but she, like Chantal, religiously watches all of them all the time. You're welcome. Darkside Phil is a lolcow in the gaming space on Twitch, and his crowning glory was leaving the camera on and stream running while he cracked one off. It didn't last long, I promise.
I'm responding. They have a whole channel talking about me responding.
So do many people. And you know what they do? See, many of them manage to prove you're a crap human effortlessly, all the time. It's embarrassing, actually, because you could be better, you could do more, and you could be more. But you will never listen to anyone that you've dubbed your hater.
Responding to questions about me, watching their responding reaction channels about me, like it's just about me, about me, about me.
How do you know all this so much, Amber? The smile and the smug seems a bit redundant if you're watching those reacting to people reacting to you. See how that makes you look? There's a word for it, it's an expression, it isn't on your face. Actually, the nearest time the expression I'm thinking of was on your face was when you were faking tears when Rarity went missing.
I have hundreds of things that I talk about. Exes are.
Ha! Hundreds of things she talks about. Everyone, let's line these. Everyone in the chat. Name a topic Amber talks about in her content. I'll go first. Answering questions that she herself has written. Paying someone on Fiverr or Cameo to record 5 to 6 different voices asking questions to fluff her ego. Eating. Claiming what she's eating. Do I keep going? Oh, yes, of course. The newest diet, that's what she likes to talk about. Talks about her mother, her hair, her makeup, her perfume. We've got hundreds, everyone. Her exes, her haters. Her latest love interest that she doesn't like to share with anyone, but we all know she's probably got one. Her clothes, oh yes, because we have to know. She also tells us about her asinine hobbies that we never see her actually do anything with. She just tells us that she does them. And about things she has anxieties about. Oh, and of course, all her poor ailing health moments. Jumped on a boost. Thanks, Mark. Don't forget to smash the like on the way out. Thank you. Shout at laundry, yeah. She does. You do not, Amber, have hundreds of things to talk about, or that you do talk about. No. You have about half a dozen in one video. You have to mention your health, and that be your BPD, your other OBCDs, all the other ailments that are anagrams. You have all your lipedema, lipedema, cellulitis, and hemorrhoids. You have to tell us about them all the time. Honestly, I just can't. I can't fathom how you're so stupid. Like, fam, nah. You don't have hundreds. Your ex is attacking. Oh yeah, the cellulitis from a puddle, but it didn't come from a cut on a leg, guys.
Are included. They opened the floodgates and pretty much said sink or swim, and I chose to swim.
Problem is, you wouldn't float in the Dead Sea, Amber. And and I'm just going to say now, when it comes to Amber responding to any of her haters, okay, and of course your exes, you don't properly. You give them a little bit of time and then you move on and act as if you're removed from it. So don't try and tell us you do anything with regards to this. No, you never tackle any allegation with proof. You just say, trust me, guys, I know the truth. Bitch, you went to bat for Tommy when people were calling Tommy a feeder, with a statement that Tommy wrote for you, saying, trust me, guys, I know the truth. Bitch, nah. Well, thank you, Snuckles. I appreciate that. Hi, Orla. I don't want to mention many things that Orla might go off on. Don't forget, guys, because like everyone else, I have a stream goal, and it can be as low as humanly possible. If you'd like to support the channel, I have a buzzball on my table. It's Tequila Rita. It's green. It looks like the Hulk's piss, and if we hit the goal, I have to drink it. I know. Sucks, doesn't it? You are a boy. Honestly, she couldn't float in the Dead Sea, but she would sink everywhere else. Much faster. She wouldn't need an anchor.
Everyone talks about my exes, and if anyone has the right
I'll
to,
sip
it would
water
be me.
now.
They laid next to me in bed, not you. Nicole
I don't know if it counts as laying next to you in bed. Based on how far you sink into the mattress, I think they just rolled into you.
said, I hope you're okay, Amber. I love your makeup and hair. Thank you. I really
Hi,
appreciate
Livia.
that. It seems like more people are being sweet in the comments for my sweet and sour, and it's definitely...
They're not. There are so few of them, you've had to go find them. And then what you've done is you've copy-pasted them over the actual comment. You're welcome.
appreciated, and it's not going unnoticed at all.
And she hasn't mentioned...
You prioritising strength
fuck
at the
off!
gym,
Pause the
Ranger,
fucking
has
ad!
got you covered.
Nah. Alright, there's a new thing going on with ads right now where I can't pause it for 3 seconds. YouTube, fuck off. Alright? Actually, fuck right off. Okay? My audience shouldn't have to suffer this bullshit. Right, it's back. I got it. That should put us back. I don't care if it looks good. No! You're not suffering ads. No, I don't think she kept that up at 2. But then hi Artisan. I think with Amber, her thing is she wants to show off for a time until the novelty wears off. That's it, really.
All right, you guys, now it is time for Sippin' Community.
I'm so excited. How do I really feel about ads? Well, Bri, I'm glad you asked. I need them obviously for my content, but I will not tolerate an ad that I can't skip, that I also can't pause to mute for 3 seconds. That is not fair. Also, this is 2 minutes of a 20-minute video. 2 minutes for an ad. Are you at? This is not. I'm not American. I will not tolerate ads that often. It ruins the immersion, as if I don't already. You know, be better, YouTube. Hi, Becky. Hope you're well.
Let me find the silver lining.
Never.
There's no point because you don't actually pick any of these questions. Every single question that I pick is on here. Let's talk.
We all believe that, Amber. We have all the proof from you, right? Because you're the authority on all truthful things. You should be the next pope after Leo.
About the 5-pack of cookies that you bought at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, so Amber, I think I saw a clip of this, and Amber was talking about it being like 1 cookie or something. Amber, it was 5.
Already responded to this, so you should watch my weigh-in video or become a member.
Yeah, I saw you mention it, and then I bothered to go and look. It was 5, Amber. Yeah, I'm sorry, Verity. I know it makes you laugh, but I'll find a better way to say it. It's more of a frustration. Maybe I'll be more frustrated as time goes by. Autism is getting treated like a crime. Give it time, and we'll lock them up in gulags, of course. Those pesky, dratted, rapscallion autists. Yes.
Remember and watch it in my live stream. So I am getting a ton of questions about one set topic, so I'm just going to answer it as like a full statement here.
That's the most movement your arm has done in months, and you still couldn't complete a circle.
A lot of people think that I can't afford my medication.
Which ones? Because if you go back on the weight loss cheats, you definitely can't. By the way, you've never once sought to improve your quality of life by getting to a point where you could be healed enough to no longer require them. Hi, chubby dumpling. Hope you're well. You've never done that. And you live in a system where you'll happily just throw money at pills knowing that somebody's benefiting from it. It's not really you, though.
Why did you buy Mr. Snowflake's information?
So, I've been curious about this for some time. Did Amber actually do that? Because I had heard that somebody was after it. I just don't remember who.
Never have I ever done that. Why don't you show the...
I like that you know who Mr. Snowflake is, but you never say my name. After all the years, the content constables I did, and the end of year stuff I've done, you never say my name, but you damn well know who Mr. Snowflake is. I'm slightly salty about this because he and I are fairly English, you know. Geordie said, I could believe that American Robin in London, or Robin, let's go with that. Yeah. If I get to do merch, one of mine will be autism is my mutant ability. Well, fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. If that's something you can make something wrong, you should definitely do it. Turn the caps lock off.
The scale anymore. I weigh myself naked. Do you think...
Nah. Amber, first of all, you should weigh yourself naked because it's an accurate number. And second, you can actually alter the reflection on it, on the scales. You can actually add a non-reflective film. You then re-zero the scales, then you're not seen naked on the scales. Additionally, and this should be added, you don't show the scales when you haven't been showing the scales for years, Amber. You haven't shown us the scales in years, okay? Would you ever do a live? I would, yeah. I have no issue with Mr. Snowflake. I like Mr. Snowflake. I like Sinatra. I've known Sinatra since he started on YouTube. I started the year before. So yeah, I have no issue with any creators, really. Hell, I'd stream with Amber just to talk to her. Oh, thank you, whoever that was.
New donation from Bangerbrie.
Thank you, Bangerbrie, for the donation. I really appreciate that. That'll go towards paying off the suit. Continuing.
I think 34 is an acceptable age to be behaving the way you do. Yeah. Why was Beck's health your...
Oh, sorry. I've accidentally hit twice. There you go. Do you think 34...
acceptable age to be behaving the way you do? Yeah.
No, I don't, actually. I'm going to say that for 34, and Amber being a bit of a skank, to be manipulative, to gaslight, to bully, to harass, to accuse somebody of SA, yes, Lotus, I see what you've said there. I like Michelle too. You should not be at 34 behaving like this. You might act smug and say, yeah, this is fine, but that's only because you can't introspect well enough to accept you cocked up a yes a bitch. You can't accept you're in the wrong. Ever. Which is the worst part, really, because you should be better than this by now. But you're not.
Yeah.
Geordie's
Beck's
fine.
health your responsibility, but your health wasn't theirs.
So, this is... Actually, I'm going to let her
Let
answer.
the hate commence for having a differing opinion.
Right. I'm going to go back, because this question... Yeah, right. Why was Beck's health...
Health your responsibility, but your health wasn't theirs.
Right. This is a plant question, straight up. At no point did Amber care about Beck's health in the slightest. When things went bad for Beck in any respect, Amber just went and bought Beck a baseball cap. Or did an AMA on Instagram and ignored everything going on in their life. When Amber's health was ailing, Beck took Amber to the hospital multiple times, to ER every sodding time for her supposed anxiety. Who was there when you were diagnosed with what you claimed to be cancer? Like, who actually was there? Who supported you? I'm doing a weird figure eight thing I do all the time. Sorry, I'm a fidget with the mouse.
Let the hate commence for having a differing opinion. Oof. Why is it everyone else's job to take you to the ER and to make you doctor's appointments? No one has ever...
Right, back again.
Why is it everyone else's job to take you to the ER and to make you doctor's appointments?
So, in the past, Beck had to take Amber to the ER so many times rather than go to a doctor. I would have suggested going straight to the vet, because beyond economic repair, right? Amber at no point went to a doctor back when she was dating Beck. She always went to the ER. Always. Same with Destiny, actually. When Amber started dating Wipey, whichever Wipey it was that was called Feline, or Alex. Let's call Wipey Irate Alex, because it's funnier. When Amber was dating Irate Alex, it was always a case of Amber hid all the medical stuff, but we all knew what was going on. When Amber was dating Emily, aka Tommy, we know damn well Amber was not doing anything at all, because Amber was shut up in a house all day and couldn't get through the door frames.
No one has ever made me a doctor's appointment. I make them myself.
Which doctor? Oh, that's right. The one that fluffs my ego the best. It's the one that puts the wand on the chair and sets it to vibrate so she can sit down and feel something for a change.
So it's kind of a weird statement. And asking why everyone has to take me to the ER. I mean, if you're in a relationship and your partner needs to go to the ER, wouldn't you take them too?
Not if they keep on saying they need to go to the ER because they WebMD'd something or telehealth something. If I was unfortunate enough to be with someone like you, you'd have been thrown to the curb. Because you are a hypochondriac. I swear you're the type to end up with Munchausen's. Because you think you have something, you convince yourself you have it. Because the internet told you. And then because you're Amber, you're like Chantal, no one tells me what to do or think. Unless you're being fluffed, you won't do anything good for yourself. Sheridan's, good drink.
You sound like a shitty person, actually.
Bit rude. Amber, you're the shitty person though in the relationship. This is how crap she is, by the way. Thanks for being here, Shirk. You are the shitty person in all relationships. You always have been. That's why a few of them have exposed you. Like it doesn't matter what's happened in their own respective lives, they've still managed to prove you're the worst one by a mile. Like, you have to be something quite special to be Amber Lynn Reed, or Amber, which is your name. Okay? Yes, we're going to call you Amber because Amber Lynn is not your name.
Just saying. How do you
Don't tell people what to think.
not understand how beautiful you actually are?
Oh, I might have chosen the right image there for a pause. Amber's beautiful, everyone. Guys, if Amber's beautiful, can you can you press 1 in the chat? If she's not beautiful, can you press 2? If you want to really prove you don't think she's beautiful, super chats. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of 2s here. Oh, sorry, Tequila Rita. You can go over there now, Buzzball. Hi, Amber. Hello, everyone that's joining. Hope you're well today. Hope you're having a marvellous day. Hello, William, Irvine. Yeah, Irvine. Hi. Hope everyone's doing absolutely splendidly. See all those twos? Oh, sorry, Amber. I know beauty. Yeah, two squared, two. I like that. I know beauty is in the eye of the beholder and is therefore entirely subjective. But I don't believe anyone would willingly want to be with you unless they have a fetish. Or if they're a troll now. I think you're entering, Amber, you're so ugly, you're entering the territory of Chris Chan. Where the only people who will want to are those trying to set you up. And I agree, Lotus, 100%. It shouldn't be, and I can't forgive Amber for that. I'm broke, damn it. Just paid 14 for 12 eggs. Oh, did you, Liddy Bits? I'm so sorry. I hope that gets better for you in the future. I really do. We all like our eggs, but yeah. I'm sure she would be Charlie, but sadly, Amber's best look was when she started on YouTube before the money infected her. Now she's just this mess. She's never been any better. It's a shame the best version of her was the version that started, and YouTube has essentially corrupted her. I spent $1 on wine. Nothing wrong with that, cat. We're not here to judge harshly.
That was sweet, so I wanted to include that one. Thank
Ego boost, you put it there yourself.
you. But probably because society tells me I'm ugly and disgusting and gross.
Yeah, that seems accurate. Although I would now just blanket state that for all of humanity. Yeah, I'm judgy. All people are judgy. There are standards that are deemed acceptable, and there are standards that are not. And I will not prop up anyone that chooses to harm themselves in the way you do, because you now know that form of self-harm will no longer get monetized on YouTube on your channel, which is why you do this absolute bullcrap content. I would much rather watch you with an ab roller. I really would. I'd rather watch you learn to use that.
Are you going to give refunds to your members for not going live for a full 2 hours this Tuesday night? I have gone live for the full 2 hours every single time I've done it, but I think there
Inflection on everything. Every time she has to offer it and say it and enunciate it and make it quite clear that it's there.
was one time I did go live for only an hour and 57 minutes, but that's because I wasn't feeling good mentally at all.
I'm hearing excuses. No one cares. I'm just going to say, I don't stream for too long myself. I never have. And I'll be very honest about this. I try not to think about using a Thigh Master because I think it would kill her. Oh, hang on. A 10. Oh, 10 where you are for eggs. Oh, fair enough. Your eyes are twitching. I kind of get it. What was she saying? I had a point and I completely... Oh, good mentally. Everything's good about... Everything with her is an excuse of, but my mentals, my BPD, my other letters, and then my lymphedema, lipedema, cellulitis, and hemorrhoids. Oh, and let's not forget the gonorrhea.
Alright, you guys, now it is time for the linter
Hello,
review.
Plumpy. Sorry, my dog wants my attention, and I'm going to get a blanket from the other room, put it on my legs, so my dog can lay on my lap. Give me a moment, situation type deal. Here's the blanket. Here we go, Plumpy. Hey, where are you going? Get back here, fatty. Right, I do... That's not going to work, is it? Hang on, let me tuck it in here, and then grab you and put you up on here. Yarp. There we go. How's that? That better? Have you really just gone to sleep like that? Fat bitch. I will Felicia. Thank you very much for the super chat. 2 out of 10. I've said it higher this week, so I thought, well, if they can do it, surely I can. Hi, Plump Plump. Give me kisses. There you go, Sizzles. I'll put the headphones back on in a second, but for now, I'll give them some fussings. Give me a kiss. There you go. Who's your good Plump Plump? Who's your good Plump Plump? Here, down here. There you go. right? You're all comfy. I'll get you a treat in a bit, okay? Inflection. Your lazy pug is... My dog, my Cavalier Wizzywoo, the older one anyway, she is... Yeah. How do I sign up for this? Yes. That's how.
Erase one rumor about yourself forever.
So, a rumour would be something that isn't true. Okay, I can't wait to hear this completely made up, paid for via Cameo or Fiverr bullcrap. Hi, Swedish guy, that she's now going to tell us is a rumour.
But had to replace it with another one, even if it's a fake rumor. What
Oh.
would it be?
Ooh, that's a really good question. That's
Yeah, because Amber has to think about this. Oh, I'm so excited, everyone. I don't know if I can hide it.
unique. No one's ever asked that before.
about to
So
lose
I would
control,
erase the
and I
rumor
think
that
I
I'm
like
lying about
it.
the relationship I had when I was a teenager, and I'd replace it with something stupid. Let's say the rumor could be that
Oh, I was hoping for something interesting, like more recent.
I never went to college, even though I did.
Yeah, but you're not intelligent.
Same person sent another question.
You mean you paid for another question, right?
My second one is, if you could trade lives with any reaction channel, who would it be and why?
Now, I'm going to state, it doesn't matter who she says, it's the fact that she's given it thought now that tells you she does watch this person enough. Okay. Oh, sorry, I knocked my mouse.
Do you think that you would react to the criticism of being a reaction channel in a positive way or in a destructive way?
Amber would act in a destructive way because Amber is Amber. She'll say positive because Amber likes to think herself somehow better than everyone else, right? What shirt is she wearing? Nightmare Before Christmas. Look at her left shoulder. You can see Jack Skellington standing on top of the hill with the moon in the background.
Wow, I love your questions because they're so unique. So
You wrote them, didn't you?
already right off the bat, if I was a reaction channel, I would 100% be a reaction channel that was constructive. I would not.
Oh, shut up, Amber. The majority of the channels that have them in like the Hater Nation stuff back in the day, most of them, hi Anonymum, hope you're well, most of them were constructive, right? However, oh thank you Swedish guy, I really appreciate that. That's 3. They were, and some did go off the wrong end. But it didn't matter how constructive they were to you, you considered them a hater. You refused to actually help, you refused to acknowledge them or work with them. You did not. Yeah, honestly, they were constructive until you put on so much and just failed 20, 30 different diets in 1 year. That's when it stopped being constructive, because people got sick and tired of you just repeating the same crap. I don't think she went to university. I think she went to the same kind of college of just like a polytechnic, you know. I got a diploma, what'd you do? I went to community college. What'd you do? Cafeteria?
Not be rude. I wouldn't be like mean because
Shut up, Amber. I've heard you go off on one. You would, after a time, get bored of that because you need the views. No one is different here. Don't try and act like you're above it. You are not. You are so stupid. You have to be.
because when Zachary Michael actually came back to YouTube, I was actually live streaming when it happened, and I reacted to him. And even though he has been awful to me, he has hurt me, he's made me feel like shit. Like,
You deserve it.
has spent years just capitalizing off of my pain, my problem.
Your problems of your own creation, your lies, your own creation, unraveling of your own nonsense. Don't forget here, you presented the version of your life you wanted us all to believe was real. Your ex-girlfriends have all now gone, nah. Sorry, Leon, I went early because I was like, screw it, I need to do that. I'm going to go early because then I've got a few things I need to do this evening.
My issues, monetizing that on his channel, like all.
Oh, don't judge the monetizing. Okay? And I'm going to state this verbatim. If you are allowed to be self-destructive... Oh,
New donation from Snuckles.
thank you, Snuckles, for the donation. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. If you can monetize your own self-destruction and racing yourself into an early grave, everyone else can criticize you in video form. You think you would be a reaction channel that's constructive?
New donation from Rarity.
Okay, that was 2 in 1. That was very clever. Thank you, Snuckles and Verity. I really appreciate that. Wasn't expecting 2 in 1. That was cool. If they can, yeah. Anyway, that's the point. Don't try and think you're above anyone, by the way, because Zachary Michael gets more views than you. Much, like, greater, far greater views than you now. You're jealous. You're straight up. If people could drive today, that would be great. If only cat people knew how to.
All the mocking he's done and the degrading and just making me feel like crap. I'm allowed to feel that
You've done the same to him. What are you talking about?
way, but that's not the point.
Yeah, just because you're allowed to feel that way doesn't mean he is not allowed to feel that way, or is it they? I'm going to say Zach. Zach is allowed to feel the same way and allowed to respond the same way too. You are not above, therefore it's all tit for tat. Simple as that.
Even though he's done all that, like, I reacted in a constructive way, and I
Not entirely true, but all right.
actually was very, like, understanding and compassionate, and I really
Compassionate by the standards you set. Compassionate to you, by the definition of what we consider your compassionate to be, actually is a much smaller word. 5 letters, 2 syllables. Vapid.
related to him in a lot of ways when it comes to, like, mental health and such, and I feel like that's
Shut up.
exactly how it would be as a reaction channel.
Yeah, for 5 minutes and then you get bored of it and you carry on being a dick like anyone else. I'm going to be that person that points it out. It doesn't matter how many times you try and tell us that you're above certain things, you're not. You're never going to be better than another person. For as long as you're over 500 pounds, not exercising, not eating right, not looking after yourself, you are destroying yourself and trying to present yourself as if you're someone that's trying to be better than everyone. And you think by default you're better than your haters. Zachary Michael doesn't weigh 500 plus pounds. In fact, I don't think there's a single hater that is. Like, definitive, I don't think there's a single one. You might think that some look a bit rough, but that's called aging. Living a harder life. You have a privileged life, and you choose to mask it with makeup and perfect spot placement, yet you look like crap anyway. Let's see if I missed anything. Above shallow insults, but shallow insults would do. But how do you get that roundness in your face like that? It looks almost. It is one of those ones where a teacher's gone up to it on a chalkboard and just done a pyramid, done a spiral with their arm.
If I could trade lives with any reaction channel, I would only do it if it's for one day, because if it's
Lies.
forever, like, no, I'm good. I would probably trade lives with Jordy.
Yeah, I don't think Geordie would be okay with that, just for the sake of it. And by the way, oh, thank you. We'll get to that buzzball. Yes, you'll try. The Tequila Rita is in my hand. I'm going to put it on the desk so I don't make it warm. Of course, 6 more and we'll crack that bad boy open. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way.
And he is someone that
We will get Leona on the show if she's not working. If she is, then obviously not. But if she's not, we'll grab her. And hi, Tiny Echo, by the way.
I have not watched since the beginning of January.
Shut up. Press 1 in the chat if you believe Amber hasn't watched any of her haters since the beginning of January. Press anything else if you think Amber's talking out of her bottom. And additionally, press F for the poor defenseless washcloth she undoubtedly still harms in the making of her videos. I'm not on. I do Anonymous. Basically, it's a running gag where if we hit a super chat goal, I will crack open a buzzball because they sell them in a shop near me. I have 2 in my room. Next on the list is Tequila Rita. Choco thingy is afterwards. That'll be in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we have that, and I don't want to drink it, but it's like a new way of grifting. Yeah, that's what it is.
And it is so freeing. But I just have
Freeing?
a couple questions that I want answered, you know?
No. See, you say you want questions answered. That's not how this works. No. We have questions we want answered with proof, but you won't do it. So you don't get them back.
Oh my god, I love your channel so
Amber.
much. I love your
Well, one person had to.
videos so much. Please never stop uploading.
Oh, thank you.
But I just wanted to add.
Amber won't for as long as she can make money off it. If she gets demonetized, she'll stop. And by the way, this angle is the least flattering.
If you could wake up tomorrow at your goal weight, do you think that your mindset would change?
No, it wouldn't. Because if she woke up in a different body, she'd still have the same mind. Which means she'd put on the weight again. Because she won't go to the gym, she'll sit on her shelf booty with all that loose skin and go, well, I guess I need to fill it up again. I've helped you out here, you're welcome. They're pretty bad, Anonymum, yeah. They're absolutely horrendous. But it's a great... Is Sizzle snoring? They're a great way of driving up engagement.
Or would the mental struggles that you have still be there?
She'd still have lymphedema, lipedema. She'd still have, according to her, BPD, cellulitis, hemorrhoids, gonorrhea. She'd still have half a brain that works, and it's got 2 brain cells fighting over 3rd place. She'd still have cankles. She'd still have bingo wings. She'd have loose skin. Going through that weight loss so quickly would undoubtedly shock her pancreas. The diabetes would go mental. The beatus would go mentals. She'd be allergic to eggs. She'd be allergic to slimness, and she would immediately crash harder than she'd ever crashed before. You're welcome. I will indeed, Lotus Page.
That's all I wanted to say.
If we hit the goal, of course.
Bye. Thank you for the question.
Oh, Twinkie's in the back. Can we focus on Twinkie instead, Leona? Not Leona. Amber, can you just be off the camera? Can we just, like, go over here and zoom in on the dog? Oh, it won't let me. I'm trying to zoom in, it wouldn't let me do it. Alright.
And I definitely think that the struggle would still be there. 100%.
Oh, I'm glad we agree on something.
Okay, sorry it took me so long. I literally was like on the train for so long. But anyway, I have
They all sound the same.
2 questions for you, but I'm going to send them as 2 different voicemails or voice messages so that if you decide you want to answer like one or not the other or whatever, you don't have to do anything.
Thank you, Lady of Darkness. I really appreciate that. I like that, by the way, that take Chantal. She sets a 10 super chat goal, but hers are like $10, I think. I think I set mine much lower on purpose because I thought, don't take the piss. But I may have accidentally not put it in the correct place. I'll have to fix that later.
Be like weird editing. You can just like pick whichever question you want to answer, and then you can. I don't know. I'm trying to make it easier for you. I'm sorry.
Don't make it easier for her.
Aw. Okay, she sent another.
So my first question, back in like December, I remember you did like an interview for like an article.
No one cares. Back in December, Amber spent the majority of her month crying, claiming that, you know, she missed her Rarity. And then the moment she got back to Oklahoma, the tears just stopped.
And it was supposed to come out in December or something, but you did like an interview for an article that kind of just like.
Oh, that was an accident. It's because I read your comment, and I had that happen earlier with John. Was it John Galt? Yes, in the chat earlier. I was listening to her, and then I was reading the comment, and I completely Freudian slipped the names.
Disappeared. Like, what's the tea on that?
For real.
No one cares. No one cares. We only want one thing. Where's Rarity?
Oh, when is that coming out? I was like, low-key really interested in that. Where did that go?
Okay, so I'll respond to your.
Oh, the inflection. That's inflection at the end of every sentence is a Valley Girl thing where you have to like totally make it seem like you're above everything and it's all a question. It's ironic. Yeah, bingo wings, Livia. Yeah.
Your next question after this one, and I'm wondering the same thing. Like,
No one cares.
where is it? I have.
It's not. No. The article was Cat Tembage. No one cares about anything Cat Tembage writes. Do you know why? Because Cat Tembage is a fraud. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Haven't been contacted or anything. I haven't gotten any updates. Haven't heard about it. I think people found out like who the interviewer was,
Yeah, Cat Tembage.
and I'm afraid that maybe
They're a fraud. I called them out on Twitter a couple of times. I think they blocked me.
they were harassed or something, because that's always what happens.
No, Cat Tembage writes checks with her mouth on Twitter all the time and gets beat the fuck off.
Like, something good happens to me, or even just like mediocre.
Your version of mediocre is not actually what mediocre is. It's like what you think your thinking is. Again, vapid.
The haters
Haters!
know how to ruin it. This
They didn't ruin it. They didn't. It's Cat Tembage. Shut up. It's not that. Hi, Trash to Treasure. You know. Shut up, Amber.
has happened. I can't even
Happened.
tell you how many times. I have been
Hi, William. Thank you. Better for that. I hope Rarity is too, actually. I agree with you. Thank you so much for the super chat.
contacted for like sponsors so many times.
No, you haven't. Shut up. Citation needed. I've had a couple, and I've rejected every single one because the majority look like spam. The only one I've actually actively accepted was the lolcow trading card game, because I'm getting a World card, and I've seen the card, I know what it looks like, and I'll be getting a version of it sent to me. So shut up.
But I never do any of it. I decided
It,
to do it one time, and it was a
one time,
journaling company, like a notebook / journaling company. I literally talked to
all the inflections. I hope so too, Swedish guy. Did you miss anything? Not really. We have a super chat goal, and we're... Oh shit, we're 60% of the way there.
about the company one time and said
Lotus
I was
page.
sponsored
So I can't show it until the cards are released. But it's cool, because someone's drawn me on my avatar on the card, which is nice.
your audience know that you're sponsored when you do something.
Yeah, no one cares.
And the company got literally harassed.
Oh, shut up. It's figuratively. Right. The difference between literally and figuratively. It's not literally, I promise you that. It's figuratively. Stop trying to rewrite the definition of the word literally. They weren't harassed. They were simply because people don't like sponsors. If they don't like you, they'll go after them to make sure they do not have their values questioned by working with someone like you. They'll then claim that they were harassed and they didn't want to work with you. Reality is they then found out who you really were and decided, actually, no, oh, Felicia, why would you do this to me? I was thinking my Norwich trip fund would be, like, instead. But no, it's all about that buzzball, innit?
And they had to let me go. So it just sucks. I feel like it could be very much one of them situations for sure.
Moment type deal.
Alright, so let's continue.
I'm so excited.
Your questions?
And then my second question, which is like a little less like serious, I guess, is if you could own any pet that like you're not allowed to own, like a lion or like I don't know, a sloth, like something crazy, what pet would you have? Like what?
Rarity! That's what she'd have. She'd have a Rarity. How's that for a pet that she can't have? How about that? Is that too harsh? Maybe it is. I'm going to go here for a second, just before we continue, because I'm going to go see if Leona is available. Hang on, where's David messaging me? Oh, fire. Cool. Right, I'm going to jump in, Leona, if you're free. I'm going to jump in the encrypted channel. By all means, join me if you're free. That's OBS. Where's the screen share? Is it this one? That one. There we go. So I can screen share with her as well. When she joins, we'll continue. So yes, take your time, woman. And we'll crack on. I have a different mic setup. Don't care. Join us. Come on. Might have a picture of Lily Tino looking like a butch. Oh, it's the pre-transition thing. Okay.
Speak, woman.
Okay.
Ah.
No. No, I need to know if the mic's okay. Stop it.
Oh, moist.
What? No.
Click the live thing so you can see the video.
Don't tell me what to do. Tell me if the mic's okay.
It sounds like a mic. I don't give a shit.
I shut your face. I needed to know if it sounded bad.
Well, they'll tell you. Don't worry.
Yes.
You sound okay.
Hi, chat.
You sound like a mic.
Okay. Okay.
It's not as refined, I
need to
think.
know
As
if there was
it's not
background
No.
noise
It's not as refined as the previous mic, but the previous mic cut out, so this one will do, because it's all right.
Okay. Okay, I just didn't want to sound like trash. Stop.
Oh, moist. Right,
Oh,
continuing.
you're disgusting. Shut up a second. Hi, everyone. Glad to see you. He's a dog.
Watch the video.
Right, continue. Fine. Let me pop the chat out.
There we go.
God, you're so demanding.
You in?
I'm in.
That's what
I
he
want to
said.
be able to see the lovely people.
Fun question. But yeah.
It is a fun.
If you could have an animal, Leona, and it's one you can't have, what would you have, Leona? Hectacana.
Hedgehog. Hedgehog.
You can't have them?
Nope, can't have them in Georgia. It's
Ha!
illegal.
Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you. Hi, Bubbly. Hi, William. Hi, everyone.
Nothing doesn't suck to be me. Hedgehogs are around all the time. I don't give a crap.
Give a crap either.
I think if I could have a pet that I can't have, it would be an Amberlin Reed.
Ew.
Because then I'd stick the
Ew.
fucker outside on the washing line with a lead and make them stay there. They get fed
Yeah,
dog.
but
They get fed dog
no,
food.
no,
And by the way,
no. If
they
you
can
get-
pick up their own poop
no.
as well.
You'd still have to wipe its ass.
Nope. They can wipe it on the grass, and I'll make sure it's crap grass. It's going to be stinging nettles.
No, she'd chew through the lead and get in the house and poop on your landing.
I'll take her teeth out. It's fine.
You're horrible. That is a terrible thing.
I'll pay the Chinese guy down the street to do it.
That is terrible. Do not say shit like that.
It's only a suggestion. If you could keep a pet, you may as well go all out and get the one thing no one would think of.
Or
Simple.
nobody would want.
Exactly. Who wants this?
Don't
least
lead me down this road. You know how
Bear in
ugly
mind,
I can
bear
get.
in mind,
Stop
bear in
it.
mind here, they now know where she is, which means there's a high chance, out of boredom, I'm just going to take her to the vets and get the job done.
You stop.
What? She'll have the surgery to deal with the obesity and the lymphedema lipedema.
And cord snakes are lovely. Stop.
Corn snakes are fine. Anyway,
I can't
continuing.
with you.
Continuing.
I can't with you.
Continuing.
Ignore him, Maddie. I don't know what he's talking about.
For like
Oh, they love her.
8 years now or something.
Blech.
Literally crazy. Like,
Said it
I've
for
been
you.
watching for so long. Love you.
Yeah, thank you. 'Cause I
love
was
you.
about to.
Ew.
You're doing okay.
Is this the same person who asked questions the last time?
Quite possibly, but you Americans all sound the same to me.
Love
Yeah,
Canada.
right. Okay.
Please.
Don't make me go southern.
Oh my god,
You especially sound the same then.
you're genuinely
No,
so
we
sweet.
don't.
Thank you so much. And instantly, it would be a deer. A deer
You'd be the first one to get hit by a car because someone would. If you were a deer at your size, someone's eating good for a while.
is actually my favorite animal. I love deer so much. I think they're so
Oh, she a Bambi type
They're
deal.
dumb. They're lovely looking, but they're
Cute.
very dumb animals.
She'd be the first deer to try and be lesbianism and fail.
genuinely cannot. So it would definitely be a deer.
Hey, girl.
I was just wondering how you deal with maybe moments that you're embarrassed of that you filmed and posted on.
You don't post anything embarrassing. If you posted anything embarrassing, it would actually be you trying to work out. Oh wait, you've tried that in the past. And what did you do? You basically did little tiny steps on the spot and waved your arms about.
The internet, or the one particular clip that's in my mind.
What happened to you being classy?
I am being
Since
classy.
I gone out the window?
I am being as classy as humanly possible.
It's okay, Orla. You can be wrong.
I read comments
And him.
I had made that. How do you deal with that? I feel like once it's on the internet, people just clip the shit out of that. And
Hey,
it's
Stina.
forever.
Hi everyone.
I've had moments as a big gal where people have said some strange shit to me in public, and I just
No one cares what someone says to you in the public. No one cares. You know why no one cares? Because you're not Amber. Only Amber matters. Just a thing, by the way, Amber never uploads anything actually embarrassing. She'll say she has, but she hasn't. She edits the crap on her iPhone with this stuff. Like, there's no way
Yeah,
she
and-
actually does.
Yeah, and when it is something that's embarrassing, it's something she didn't realize was embarrassing. Like
Yeah.
eating an entire ring of shrimp.
I mean, the most embarrassing thing now, I guess, could be the fact that she actually showed off washcloths all the time.
That is funny in retrospect, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Sorry if you hear bottle rustling. I'm drinking water because the super chat gods haven't hit yet.
Yeah.
just want to curl up and never be seen by the light of day again. I just can't imagine having that replayed over and over and over again. To ignore it?
Amber doesn't ignore anything. She obsessively watches everything. She has all the time in the world since she has no life. Well, it must be a lonely life, by the way, to the Amber. Because the Skanklin Redark isn't working out so well for her. She sees her mum occasionally, but she has nothing, really. She doesn't have many friends left. She doesn't make new friends
Have we-
because she's a log cow.
Have we ever gotten confirmation if she has a Discord or not? Because you know Foodie has off and on.
She'll never get a Discord. That's why she does members-only live streams, so she doesn't actually have to engage with anyone in person.
Well, I just wondered if she had her own echo chamber, maybe.
She can't do it. There's no way she would do it. It can't be done because they would be those Discord chats would be leaked everywhere. Deer is good eating.
Sorry, brah.
Catty, but what about eating a 520-pound deer? What's wrong with eating an entire shrimp ring? I know, my life.
Maybe don't even know.
Yeah, that actually would kill him.
Oh, thank you. And
Don't say thank you to comments and questions you've asked for, Amber.
honestly, like, okay, I feel like I have so much to say to this.
Please don't.
Oh,
But first of all,
hang on a
I
sec.
feel like
Tiny Echo, never feel bad for laughing at people like this. Ever.
Don't ever feel bad for laughing at what makes you chuckle, because if you do that, then you start to reduce the window of acceptable comedy for yourself. Laugh at what makes you laugh and never be ashamed of it.
Yep.
Ever.
Yep.
Glad we could have had this conversation.
I don't really get made fun of in public. I don't know.
Life
that might just
lessons
be
with
a me
Omegon
thing.
and
I
Wildling.
don't notice.
Thank you, Snuckles, for the super chat.
Snuckles. Hey, Snuckles, darling.
Not Snuckles, it's Snuckles, according to Coffee.
Snuckles!
Snuckles, thank you. I really appreciate that, by the way.
It really. Sometimes people be looking at me, but
Are you sure about that, Amber?
Sometimes.
Okay, I could believe someone's walked by you and gone, why am I being pulled in? I could believe that. But otherwise, I don't believe anyone's going out of their way to go, the pause, man. That's the pause of someone pushing out something that hurts. That's got a jagged edge to it. Like, I believe if she was in England and she waddled down one of our supermarkets and no one could get past her, because they won't, our aisles are narrower, yeah, people are going to stare. You walk like a South Park character, of course people are going to stare. We're going to be like, does she know the song? Does she know the lyrics? I do. Does she know them? Fuck you, Bri.
I love it. Come on, people, one more.
If someone is staring hardcore, eventually they are like, I recognize you. I saw you.
Amber, you're in Oklahoma. Everything you just said is a complete and utter fabrication, okay? No one believes people are looking at you going, oh my god, that's Amber Lynn Reed. On my left, oh my god, it's really her. No. If people look at you, they go, I bet her name's Amber. I bet her name is Amber. I bet she stole that from a stripper.
Oh, God.
I bet there's,
No, it's like,
there's a
heard...
nudie video
Oh, sorry,
on the
go ahead.
internet of her as well.
Oh, God. Don't remind us of the crumble. She's
Hang on,
ruined
hang on.
cookies for a lot of us.
Shh. You're welcome, cunts.
You're horrible.
Oh.
You love this audience. No, I was going to say, I've heard a lot over the years thrown around about how, you know, yeah, obviously Americans are bigger and people don't make that big a deal of it. I live in America.
Grabs glass.
You know, I know, right? There is what I guess you could refer to as everyday normal overweight in America. And then there's people like Foodie Beauty and Amber Lynn.
Before she
No,
carries
that
on,
is not
just
the
say
normal.
the following. Stay hydrated, Stay hydrated, kids. Tequila Rita. Ah.
Oh, you poor thing. Thank you, Bri.
Delicious.
Yeah. Hey, Michael. Yeah, it's this. You can't normalize this type, and I'll say fat. You can't normalize that type of fat. You know, I've always been transparent. I'm a little pudgy. I guess you could say I'm normal pudgy.
I'm
but nowhere near
reflection
this.
perfection.
Yes. Okay. I'll let you live in that delusion.
I am godly.
But
Hi, Laura
yeah,
Hudson.
right.
Hope
Hi,
you're well.
Laura.
Hi, Mothman
But
Muses.
oh yeah, sorry. Hey, to get in these weird headspaces of delusion where you actually can live with yourself like this and not try to do something, I don't understand. Because, like I said, full transparency, I've talked about it before. I've lost well over 100 pounds over the years. When I realized how at my heaviest, and I was like, oh no, I can't live like this. I busted my ass, literally. I don't understand the mental headspace you have to be in to just live as basically a slug.
Fuck you,
I don't
Brian.
get it. Don't understand.
By the way, just a quick thing. You busted what? Sorry, I didn't hear you when you said it.
My ass.
Oh, so this
I
is
know
why.
you're gonna do
Is that
something.
why you say no butt stuff? Okay, good to know. Right,
Yeah.
continuing this video.
On
thank you,
comments on
Budley.
YouTube, it's never like, damn, that bitch is big. Like, yes, through my life, I have been very much fat shamed in public. It was
Yeah.
Things I believe or care about. No.
a lot worse as like
Yeah.
a teenager and as a kid.
That's because kids are like merciless, and also children shouldn't be super morbidly obese. But you said you were over 300 pounds at 13. You no offense intended here, but if anyone in my school weighed 300 pounds, they were getting bullied by everyone, teachers
Yeah.
included.
Yeah. Yep.
Why? Because the parents have actually ABUSED'd that child. Okay,
Yeah.
you like to talk good about your foster family and then dump on your mother. Ultimately, though, a lot of it came down to you being super selfish. Always that, nothing else.
Yeah.
But as an adult, like, it doesn't happen as much. And that whole beanbag in a hurry situation type deal,
Moment, situation, egg.
Type deal.
I still to this day do not think that that guy was talking about me. I could.
No one believes it. Shut up.
be
What other
wrong.
beanbag
I
was
don't
in the
know,
vicinity?
But
Honestly, I don't know.
they all
Hello.
were like,
Oh yeah, she did community standards. I saw that. And the annoying thing
Yeah, I've got
was, I was going to live stream a response to it, but ran out of time. I didn't get to, and I can't now live stream respond to it because if I do, I'll get a community guidelines strike.
Yeah.
in a deep conversation.
Oh, I forgot that's how it
So I think it
works.
might be just one of them situations where it just sounded good at the time. I genuinely don't think that someone was just be like, yeah, damn, look at that beanbag in a hurry. That like genuinely also just doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, I just wanted to announce water went down the wrong tube, and I'm going to cough for a minute.
No problem. No, yeah,
Sorry.
no, I was just gonna keep talking while you coughed and died. But
Thanks.
what other beanbag was in the vicinity for you? If somebody says that kind of comment and you're the only heavyset person around, yes, it's about you.
Do you think Amber would make for a good
That's just
beanbag of her
life.
size?
I don't think she's the good kind of squishy.
I think if we emptied her insides out and stuffed her with beans, though.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly, right?
Possibly. I'm soft, so I'm nice and comfy. You know.
I'll defer to your superior knowledge, but in the case of using
Yeah.
Amber's considerable size and lack of height, I think 2, maybe 3 dozen children could sit on her comfortably.
Possibly.
By the way, as an added thing, we've hit the goal. If anyone wanted me to neck this drink, which I don't want to, it's the coffee goal that has to be hit. And I'm not, and I'm not touching. I'll only sip it otherwise.
Do it.
And it's
Do it.
But
it's
wrong.
Do it.
mostly
Anyway,
full. It's like
it's literally
200
just
200
a classic
milliliters.
example of fat phobia and fat shaming and
I'm
being
waiting
made
for
fun
somebody
of
to buy
for
you
your
the
body
giant
for no
one.
reason. And the fact that the
They're
internet
not on the
has,
wish
like,
list, it's not
literally
happening.
glamorized that clip just proves, like I've always said, that I am entirely fat shamed way too much online.
Shut up.
Same Lotus. Yeah, I'm
Amber.
sorry. I have no sympathy for her with this.
You are 520 pounds. It's not about saying you're fat shamed. It's that you've put on over 160 pounds in 10 years. You've averaged over a stone every year. For being on YouTube, you've averaged over a stone in weight. Okay? Over. So don't be pedantic enough to correct it or be accurate, Orla. I know you're there. Right? You have done that every year. That's what you've done. Average. Since you have put on, since you started your more recent weight loss journey, 7 pounds. You have done nothing to improve your life. Amber, you are useless. And you get criticism from everyone because you are the avatar of failure. I wish I could say it like Stephen He, but I can't.
Oh god.
You basically you're failure. You are that, and you're never trying to be better. You just like to act like you're better. The thing is, no one's going to consider you an authority of any kind of moral superiority, actual superiority of any kind, for as long as you cannot succeed with yourself. The reason I can dunk on you is because I am in good shape. All right? I do go to the gym every day. I walk a boatload of steps. I do my part to look after my body because I only get one of these. I don't get to regenerate, okay? I'm not lucky enough to have multiple hearts and extra organs to help or great metabolism. I have the fat gene in my family. Like, you have one body, you silly bitch, and you're a failure. All right? So don't do this. Don't try me with this smugness bullcrap and trash. Honestly, well done. You should be very proud of yourself.
Yeah, I was waiting till you got done with your little rant. Congratulations, you got
Little
this.
rant.
Made it.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Amber. Big
Hi, Amber.
fan here from me.
Hi, Amber.
Oh, a fan from Italy, because Amber looks like pizza dough.
I've been following you since 2018.
Well, we all make mistakes.
And sort of really enjoyed watching your progress throughout the years. And I'm sorry to see that you're not doing so well, but hopefully you can.
Progress? What progress?
Hang on, not doing so well. It depends on your interpretation of not doing so well, because according to her, everything's not doing so well.
Well, and what is their definition of progress?
Going up.
All your goals that you've
Thank
got
you.
for yourself.
Her goals are the following: Skank her way to another girlfriend that she can somehow con into being her bitch. Put on more weight and claim that it's totally the fault of everything she's tried to cheat her way to success. Continue to wear cute clothing that somehow comes in a size that is not normal for any standard human being. Compress her spine to the point of no return, so if she does lose all the weight, she'll still be the size of a hobbit. But the widest, roundest hobbit you've ever encountered. Those are her goals, really, by the way. The goals she, though, claims to have include dealing with all her issues, which will never happen, losing all the weight, and living happy. Those are what she say they are, but the reality is the ones I already mentioned.
My question for you is, if, or maybe when, you finally get to whatever goal it is that you've got for your life, whether...
Yeah, we don't know what the goal is. Goal, we have no idea.
Yeah. And hang on a second. Charlie, I don't think she would ever even be able to get on an airplane to make it to Japan.
She wouldn't go because she's afraid of... She's basically Breaking Benjamin, but without the good music. I say good music, mediocre music.
Or any achievements you want to get. How are you going to reward yourself? Are you going to go on a big...
By eating everything and putting the weight back on. You're welcome.
Trip somewhere? Or are you going to move
Libby, she ate it.
Which one?
What's the ultimate?
Did she use sriracha, ranch, or cottage cheese? Was it dripped in scallion and dipped in celery sticks?
Possibly.
Honestly, like I said in my last Let's Talk, I really want to visit Las Vegas. I think that would just be a fun moment in time. But I don't
know
how I would reward myself once I've achieved my goal. I really have not.
You're not going to achieve it, Amber. Okay? Here's the reality for you. You will never achieve it. You will never. You are an actual, definitive, demonstrably proven with 10 years of authoritative evidence, empirical data. You will never succeed in your goals because you have never wanted to. I miss Sparkles. You've legit never wanted to. You've only ever wanted to do this. That's all you want to do. Because you have no ideas for how to be better. Like, you're actually shit. I'm sorry. You're never going to achieve your goals. Unless your goal is race yourself into an early grave and win some bet about when you're going to die exactly.
Thought about it actually.
Well, no, I think she has ideas. I think she has ideas on how to be better. The problem is she won't motivate herself and she won't put in the effort. Because she has had plans that would work on any one of us if we put ourselves to them.
Yeah.
She just can't be bothered with the follow through.
True. And Yin Yang
and Miss Sparkles do it.
That too. Hello Yin Yang, Yin Yang
Hey.
Twin Wolves. Hope you're well. Hello everyone that's
Oh
joined.
my God.
Don't forget to smash the like, vote on the poll, and give me all your
Please.
money.
Rewarding myself for like
Oh
small
God,
achievements,
Miss
so I
Sparkles,
will want to
no.
continuously meet those goals so I can keep getting those rewards instead of just like one big reward at the end of it all.
We're 12 and a half minutes into a 21-minute video and we've not gotten to Rarity yet. And this is called The Awful Truth Behind the Hate Community and Rarity Update. If the Rarity Update is like right at the end and it's 3 seconds worth of nothing, honestly, I may actually dislike the video.
Because it just seems so daunting.
OMG, I love you so much. They can never make me hate you.
Oh God, that's effort for you.
OMG, I love you so much, they can never make me hate you. No one wants you to hate her.
No.
No one wants you, the paid employee who has been asked to ask this question that Amber wrote for you to ask. Amber, right? No one. But most people don't hate Amber in the first place. They just hold her accountable when she doesn't like it.
My name is My Standards, and I really love your channel. I've been watching you, I think, from the beginning. And my question
Well, we'll make mistakes.
to you is, from your entire journey on YouTube, what about your journey do you think people misunderstood? And how
The part where she said she was in the weight loss journey and she actually meant weight gain journey.
could you correct
Yeah. Well, I think you're the one who told me this. I questioned you one time when I first started looking at this stuff. Why do people hang on with her? Because it's a different type of mentality with her than it is with, like, say, Foodie Beauty. Why do people still have her corner? And I remember you saying it's because people were there in the beginning and they keep holding on to the hope that she's actually going to get it.
Yeah.
You know, she's part of their everyday routine almost in the YouTube sphere. So it's hard to let go of something that's become, and I know, habit and pattern.
Yeah.
you allow your audience to understand you better?
Problem with understanding Amber better is Amber only funnels out the information she believes is the information we need to know, and based on the information she interprets as information is actually a lie, because she won't show us proof of what she claims information is.
Everything and nothing. Like, that is my genuine response.
Everything and nothing. Oh my god, you're a philosopher.
I have been misunderstood regarding everything, and I feel...
No, you haven't. Amber, you've been debunked so many times, and you hate it so badly. You're like, but I'm the arbiter of truth. I am the fact giver. I am the god of this. No, it's a different three-letter word. You're not a god. You are FAT.
I feel like it's done on purpose almost, and there is genuinely nothing I can do about it.
Because to do so requires evidence, you silly cow bag. You sausage.
I make these Let's Talk videos to talk about rumors and stuff.
Yeah, no. These videos you do because you have nothing original to offer the online space. So you make an entire 20-minute video to fluff your ego. That's all you do.
Yeah, that's
if
really
you really want to address rumors and speculation, if you could debunk it, you should, but you won't. In fact, whenever you've suggested in videos you were going to put some information on the screen, you either did for less than a second, or you didn't bother to put it there at all.
Speculation, and people still believe what they want. Like the whole cookie thing, just as of recently, is a good example.
Which part? The 5 packs of cookies you actually bought, or the cookie crumble thing that we've all seen?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'd say
she
unfortunate.
catfished on TikTok multiple times.
I mean, yeah, you do catfish on there. You are a proper skank. I'm just going to say now, if you haven't seen the cookie crumble video, I'm very surprised that you exist. I got sent it early by somebody on Twitter and DMs. One of the haters sent it my way, and yes, I watched somebody play with their chest. I was like, I should show this.
I had been.
I should show this to somebody else.
No, you showed it to somebody else, didn't you?
Yep.
I was pure until that moment. I was forced, people. I was trapped.
I thought it was a Poe. I thought it was AI.
He's abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I thought it was. I was like, there's no way she did this, and yeah.
Nope, she did.
Yeah. How dare you make me see that with my own 2 eyes?
Own
Tiny
2
Echo.
eyes, yeah.
Honestly, that's totally what she said. When really what she said was, "Oh my god, that's hot."
They created a rumor. I talked about it in live stream and in a weigh-in, and still in this video, I have had to talk about that rumor because they will.
Which rumor? Because you don't. If it's a rumor, you can debunk it properly, but without saying the following. Trust me, guys.
Continue to think whatever they want. They will think whatever is the most entertaining to the situation, whatever.
Mostly because you can't debunk it.
Will make me look the worst.
Well, you don't have to make you look the worst. You do that when you eat. The worst version of you is currently sat on that chair because she can barely stand up for more than 2 minutes without breaking a sweat.
And there is nothing I could do about it at all.
There is something you can do actually, Amber. You ready? You're gonna love this. Go to the gym!
Like, genuinely, I wish people understood me more, and I know...
No. We understand you plenty. You filth.
Yeah.
There's a large portion of people who do, and I appreciate
Yeah, I'm one of them. And that large portion is actually my rather considerable weight of less than 200 pounds. Yeah. I understand you perfectly well. Ready? You filth.
you guys. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and...
Please don't touch me.
I will
Oh, she's an empath, you know.
Hey, Amber.
She says she's an empath, but I think she means low-functioning sociopath. Not high-functioning, because she hasn't got the brain cells for it.
No.
Again, 2 functioning brain cells competing for 3rd place. She doesn't have, like... No. Her best option is to manipulate people. That's where she's good.
Sorry if the
Slight manipulation, but also vapid. I think she's very vapid.
I agree. I said it a few times in this stream, actually. Vapid was a...
Oh, yeah? Sorry.
Opposite. Yeah, no, it was an operative word for, like, when she's concentrating and
Yeah.
trying to seem like she's a philosopher. It's like, no, you're just vapid.
If you were to find out that Rarity has been found
It sounds like a German person I know.
and adopted by
You
some-
sound like Feldy. If
Hold on.
Feldy's listening, I'm really sorry, by the way.
Did they let me listen? Hold on.
She's happy, she's okay, she's safe. Would you travel all the way back to Wisconsin
Little
to
bit,
get
little
her?
bit.
You sound like one of my German supporters. I'm very disappointed in you guys
Sorry,
now.
Feldy.
Or
I'm throwing you under the bus, Feldy.
would you just let her live with her new family? just wondering.
We now have the Rarity question. So, I have a poll, right? And it says, will Rarity ever be found? 81 votes. 95% of you have said, no. 5% of you have said yes. I would love to believe that Dessa was right at the start of the stream when Dessa had said Dessa's living her best life with a new family. I would love that more than anything in the world. I honestly would rather just take Rarity into my home because I know she's not going to get used for a calendar. She's not going to be put on the stream, but she'll be happily living with Voodoo who will probably play with her. Right?
Yeah.
I would rather that than any pet be with Amber because Amber's crap with animals. But I could also still believe Amber sat on the cat. I could also believe Amber opened the door and the cat escaped. I could also believe someone took the cat. I could believe many things. Reality is, no one knows, but Amber does know the truth. The problem is she can't prove her version of it.
Yeah.
Right. Cheers. Bye.
Bye. No, she would not get to stay with that family.
Go get them. If she's with another family, by the way, if you are the family that has Rarity and Rarity's alive, tell Amber that, because she ain't going to Wisconsin to get that cat. I promise you that. Get that chip corrected, because she's not going to get the cat. Yeah. Amber doesn't care. Amber never cared. The moment she got back to Oklahoma because of her health to improve herself, she was happy again. You don't care about that cat. Don't think for a second just because you can't have something that suddenly you can have it back if it suddenly is with someone else. She is with somebody else. I should be a bit more respectful of Rarity here. Like, honestly, the cat has been away from you for more than 6 months. You fat bitch. You gave up on your cat. If Tilly here had gone missing, I wouldn't be making videos or streaming. I'd be looking for her. I wouldn't stop. You did. You carried on making videos. You carried on doing what you call your job, where you just spent the entire time crying and saying that Tommy was going to go and find the cat for you while you were gone. And then you and Tommy break up. Tommy is now under no obligation to find your cat. Shut up, Amber. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Rarity is
yeah,
my
you
child,
you
my
would have been
heart,
hard pressed to
and
get
like,
me out of there without my cat. That's just bottom line. And I
That's
think
good, excellent.
Chat's possibly right. You know, she's a beautiful cat. Somebody saw her probably wandering around, saw her for a while, and was like, "Oh, homeless cat, let me take her," because she wasn't chipped. And no, if that cat was found with a new home after this long a period of time, as long as the cat is taken care of, leave the cat alone.
I do wonder
because it's already bonded with another
so,
family.
Maybe you can do some digging for me on this one.
Yeah, sure.
Is there a rule that says Amber has the right to claim ownership of a pet in another state that she hasn't got microchipped and has therefore no verifiable proof belongs to her? Because the answer should be no. Therefore, anything Amber now says is redundant. And I'm going to play the answer before you tell me anything, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Family. Rarity is my child, my heart, and it's like, I know she misses
Bullshit.
me as much as I miss
Bullshit.
her, and I think about her and miss her every single day, like literally.
Right. No, you don't. Shut up. You didn't care because you didn't look. We don't know what happened. None of us do, so speculation was rife. I could believe you sat on her, but I don't think that's the case. I think you opened the door because you wanted to get outside and you couldn't. And you weren't paying attention and your cat got out. If wherever Emily is, it's a more rural area, that cat's in the woods and has already been taken by a wolf. I'm sorry.
Oh.
If we're lucky, the cat's been found by a family who've taken that beautiful cat in and given them the life they deserve. You claim they're your heart and your blah blah. Bear in mind here, there are millions of cats on this planet that look like Rarity. You will never be able to prove Rarity's yours. You can't prove it. You have no verifiable proof. You do not care about your cat. You stopped caring the moment you fucked off to Oklahoma. That's when you stopped. Because you rubbed your hands and erased the responsibility of being a good parent to your pet. You can't tell anyone that you care about something while you pull this same bullshit expression trying to make it seem like you're actually something more than you are. You are a vapid, hollow nothing that weighs over 500 pounds and on course to a path to glory, of course, half-ton heifer.
I had a question actually that never got answered from way back when this first happened. Does anyone know if Emily, Tommy, whatever, was an animal person?
Yeah, she had dogs.
Okay, she had her dogs, but did she have cats?
I don't know about the cats. I know she had dogs though, because the dog didn't like Amber.
The reason I ask is because of the way Amber is. I could see her being the type of person that if her partner was not fond of cats and didn't want the cat there, leaving the door open so the cat would disappear.
She has 2 cats though.
Does she? Did she have both of them there?
Yeah, Wasabi and Rarity were there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wondered
You
because
are
that was
right. You
something
are
I
right to
thought a
ask
long
that, though.
time ago.
No,
Yeah.
you are right to ask. But I remember
Mm.
Rarity going as well because Wasabi didn't like the travel.
Okay.
If she had proof, then yes. Yeah, she'd be entitled if she had proof. But how do you prove
It would
when
have
so
to be,
many?
yeah.
When you have so many cats that look the same, how could she ever prove it now? It's been 6 months. There's no
Yeah, I
chance
don't
she will
know.
ever get Rarity back if Rarity is alive. There's no chance.
Yeah, I know some stuff with animals varies state to state.
That's
I know
why I
here
asked.
there's been arguments where I live about animals being found, and if they're not chipped and no collar is found, too many animals look very, very similar. So there's always an argument this isn't yours unless there's some type
Question.
of medical stuff that can be noticed.
Yeah, question for the chat. Did Rarity wear a collar with any contact information on it? That's for you in the chat. I'm sure someone knows. If the answer is yes, then there's always a distinct possibility. After 6 months, that possibility has become the equivalent to raising the dead.
I had a full-fledged breakdown because of it.
And the video shows it. I do think Tommy liked animals in general. To be honest, I do remember seeing. I remember.
Okay.
Seeing, I know what clip you're talking about. By the way, Artisan.
And it eats me up inside.
And thank
every
you,
single
Maddie.
day. Me and Tommy have spoken about
Why didn't she bring? So Laura, she got a lot of crap for that, didn't she? For bringing her pets. Yeah. I said it as well. Why? You spent the entire time crying about being there because Emily's at work all the time.
when it first happened and I came back home, that no matter what happened with me and Tommy, she would never give up looking for Rarity.
Yeah, I think Emily stopped. Emily's quit all the socials as well, so don't think for a second if you two are even contacting privately, which I doubt, that Emily's even giving it as much as a second thought.
And neither will I. I'm still constantly and consistently on missing cat forums, etc.
No, you're not. You're constantly watching your haters,
etc. And
of world.
when Rarity is found, I will have her back in my arms.
X.
You know, it's almost like asking someone like, "Oh, you have a missing child? Okay, so when they're
Don't try and compare them for the sake of it, because I know what you're trying. I know the metaphor you're trying to make. The comparison, I get it. However, Amber, you could, if Rarity was actually a human child, you'd be in even bigger shit. Quite frankly, you'd actually be arrested for neglect. Which, as I believe firmly in parity of esteem, which is where you treat everything the same, I would have you arrested for abandoning Rarity. You're welcome.
found you.
Problem is
sent
here,
back,
cops don't care.
like,
Yeah,
You
no,
tell them somebody's got your dog, they'll go say something to the person, and that's it.
Yeah,
they
no.
don't care.
That's why I believe in parity of esteem.
Yeah.
Because that enforces the law to treat it the same. And because it's not, that's why I want it.
Of course I do.
Don't
That
forget degree of separation. People who abuse
Yeah.
animals will abuse humans.
is my child. That is
Yep.
my everything. That is my heart and my soul. And
Rarity was not your child and not your heart and your soul. Your heart and soul currently nestled in. Your soul doesn't exist, just so you know. But the heart part, your physical heart, is currently encased in betus juice.
and my family is not complete without her. If something super special was taken from me,
Was that when you lost the 89 lbs? Was that the something special? Or was it the bottle of sriracha you carry around everywhere and use as toothpaste?
She
I am
hurts
not
my
able
head.
to have children. I'm not able to do that because of cancer and having a.
No one cares that you can't have kids, and to be honest, there are people who actually are grateful about that. I'm not one of them, by the way, because I want everyone to be happy and live happy. But based on how you treat your animals, that's why your haters have such legs to stand on. Because you are so neglectful, you take so much for granted. If you had a kid, I'm not convinced, based on what you are, that you'd be a better person. And being a parent,
I think she'd be a family vlog channel.
there is a teenager I know that she was a horrible kid. She broke everything in the town she lived in. And this was going on for months. Her parents were paying out thousands a month paying for damages. And then one day she got pregnant and she had a kid. And all of a sudden, she just changed. She changed. She had a second child. She owns a house. She has a decent job. She has a husband now. She's only 21. And that's what can happen to some people. But it doesn't happen to everyone, does it?
No.
Some just have it and go, yes, welfare. No. Some people screw their head on. You, though, have had every opportunity to be a better person. And even when you had what you dubbed to be cancer, you didn't change. You put on more weight since then.
Hysterectomy. So I treat my fur babies
like crap.
They're very much my children. Like they.
I'm glad then you're not a parent.
No. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring Twinkie into this. Have you seen the recent pictures of Twinkie?
I can see Twinkie in the back there, so yes.
Okay, I don't want to hear I'm gonna have a little rager myself here for a second.
Well,
I don't want to hear
I'm
shit
sip
from
my
her
lovely
about
drink,
giving care. Okay, drink your drink. I don't want to hear shit from her about loving her fur babies as if they were her children when you allow said fur baby to be grossly overweight, which is bad for a human, but certainly horrible for a little dog like that.
Mother, like child.
Yeah. It hurts my heart to see that poor little animal who has got to be struggling. You know, there's been various stuff over the years with her and Twinkie, like Twinkie's nails, just the same as like the crap with Foodie Beauty and her cats. It's just, you cannot be dead serious saying how much you love your fur babies when you neglect them worse than you neglect yourself. And I'll say that straight up to your face. It's bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Anyway, rant over.
Oh, right, okay. No, you were right to say that, by the way.
Thank you.
And that is how I feel, like, in my heart. They're just everything to me.
She's gonna cry,
Fuck
everyone.
off.
She's gonna cry. I'm gonna cry because this drink is disgusting. I'm gonna cry because no one's donating money to me. I'm kidding. No, I'm gonna cry. I have more of a legitimate reason to cry than you, because you don't actually care about your pets. I literally have a dog on my lap. I'm sorry. You can't even put your dog on your lap because you already have something on there. Your fupa.
Like, genuinely, every day, they are what keeps me going. They have
I think you'll find it's 67,000 calories, actually.
been my constant for almost a decade.
No. Your constant was tangerine chicken.
All three of them. And a lot of people...
Oh, that orange
like,
chicken's pretty
Why
good.
would you take your pet?
Oh, was it orange chicken, not tangerine chicken? My
Yeah, it's orange chicken.
You know what?
Yeah, I've actually had it. It's not bad.
Don't care. It's what kept her going so constant.
To Wisconsin. It's because I knew I was going to be there for a pretty good...
It's because you're an irresponsible person, and even with all the money you've wasted on cheating your way to skinniness, you could be fucked to do right by your pets for a change. Sorry, I had to say.
length of time, and I wouldn't just leave
It's
my
okay.
children without me.
Oh, no
And
tears.
that's
It's
how I
very
viewed
true.
them,
Very
and
true,
I genuinely
Catsy.
thought it was the right choice
Mm-hmm.
to take them with me, but something happened. Something bad happened due to that.
Tell us what happened, Amber. Tell us the truth. Tell you what. If you actually tell us and empirically can prove what actually happened to Rarity, we will all like your next video. I'll get my entire audience to like your next video if you can demonstrably prove that Rarity went out that door. Prove it. Because you surely could do that, right? Yeah. You do that.
Same artisan.
And it's something that eats me up every single day.
Hey,
Yeah, she
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
She doesn't give a shit.
No, she doesn't.
I've got like a would you rather question.
Oh
kind of
God. Please be a would you rather shag your mother or have your mother shag you? Because I think it'd be too funny to hear you try and answer that.
Would you
Next
rather
OnlyFans.
be able to go to
God.
space and explore
You said it
space?
wrong. It's only Fupa Fibro failed adult film actor account.
Only Fupa. I can't say all that.
Only Fupa Fibro failed adult film actor.
Carry on. No.
Pussy.
The ocean, it's
Asshole.
very likely there's no chance of you dying for either of them.
Right, I need to go back because I didn't hear the question.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh. Go back again.
Would you rather be able to go to space and explore space, or
go to the bottom of the ocean and explore the bottom of the ocean. Bear in mind, like, there's no chance of you dying for either of them.
Oh, okay, apparently they do decide to minimise. There we go. I would rather go to space because you guys suck. No, I'm kidding. The ocean has not been fully explored yet. I wouldn't want to go in there. Why? Because it's a massive body of water, and Amber, because of her size, would keep me from ever being able to go back up again. In space, though, thankfully, the lack of gravity means the only worry we have is when she and her son are competing over the greater gravitational pull.
What you would choose.
That's scary. They both sound super scary. Very
Yeah, they sound like food anxiety. And space has all those food options of literally anything. She's basically Galactus,
very scary.
Oh god.
which means she needs a Silver Surfer. So if anyone wants to be her Silver Surfer, could you like hit her up and she can skank you up sometime?
She needs a herald. She needs a herald.
Oh my.
Herald, yes.
So if
Oh god, you made me snort.
Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome the marvellous Amber, who wants to be called Amber Lynn, but is Amber. To your world, to consume everything. You're welcome.
it hurt
Oh god.
and I come out alive on both situations, I feel like
Moment type deals.
I would probably go to space because it's like
We would like you to go to Mars. Someone hit up Elon Musk. Send Amber to Mars. Just do it.
Oh god.
Don't bother with the food. Don't worry about any of that. She's got sustenance on her body. In fact, we highly recommend you go to Mars. Press 1 if you'd like Amber to go to Mars.
I have some questions.
I was
You
gonna
don't
say
get asked.
Uranus.
I would find that funny, but butt stuff. But I think because of what it actually is, the water and the gas, it wouldn't work as well. We need to put her on something with some solidity.
Okay,
It's just-
okay.
It can't stick on Jupiter either because she has to get through all the layers first, and the pressure would actually turn her into a molecule,
Yeah.
the world's heaviest molecule.
Is the Earth flat or not?
I get having silly question
Hang on,
Q and
hang
A's
on.
and stuff like that, but this is
Hang on.
yeah.
She said, "I have questions. Is the Earth flat or not?" Now I know it's a joke, but the answer is not. You're welcome.
Joking.
Unless you believe in the sky turtle, which in which case I'm fully on board with you.
Yeah.
Teal tail, everyone! Oh my god, teal tail!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Can you believe it? It's
Wait, guys,
coming up.
what-
This is my favorite part.
She's coming. Can you tell?
It's time for tea or tail.
Stop it.
Berlin is doctor shopping.
Ah, Amber Doctor Shopping. So, if you don't know what Amber Doctor Shopping is, Amber Doctor Shopping is where she basically tries to find, through confirmation bias, the one person who will suck her off like there's no tomorrow. Sorry, suck up to her like there's no... Actually, it's the same thing, really, isn't it?
Same, yeah.
Suck her off like there's no tomorrow. Like, that's all she does. And then when she finds them for a couple of weeks, she lives with them. Listens to them, lives with them. She listens to them. And then after a couple of weeks, when they give her a suggestion that rubs her up the wrong way, like putting in effort, she ditches them and finds another one. So apparently you have an abundance of doctors that are that gullible.
No, that's not true. So I saw people thinking that was doctor
You've been doctor shopping for years. Shut up, Amber.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a tea or tail. This is straight up, demonstrably proven.
shopping because the telehealth random company that I was
No. Telehealth. Who the fuck uses telehealth? Seriously.
trying to get a GLP-1 through declined.
Oh.
Me denied
And they should decline and deny you a GLP-1. Okay? Go to the gym. It's cheaper.
me because of my past issues with my
Or
gallbladder.
walk down the road, something.
And by the way, she says that it was because of a gallbladder. I think they... By the way, she has failed Ozempic once and semaglutide twice. She is going to be declined because she's one of the few people who is a repeat offender. She can't commit. What is the point of using a cheat if you can't even be asked to use it with a good health, a good diet, a good workout? She can't be asked. Shut the fuck up, Amber.
I should have just saw my primary doctor to begin with.
Begin with...
I've always got the compounded stuff. Get it through these little
Yeah, we know what you got.
like telehealth companies, and you get
Don't brag about telehealth.
it through med spas, which is what I did. But I was going
Yeah, 3 failed scores so far. She's failed 3 times. Who's going to want her to take anything unless they can make money out of it? Any good doctor
I was
will
gonna say that,
anyone will turn her
Go
down.
ahead, sorry.
Any good doctor will turn her down but they'll also turn her down if they know she's not going to be on it for long. She lasted, 5 weeks, and that's it. And then she starts saying, I bet I felt sick. It's a side effect. I don't like it. It's not FDA approved. Continues to pay for it. That's kind of hexacana.
Oh, God, stop it. The key word in there is good doctor. Because here in America, you can find a doctor that'll pretty much not do anything for the right price.
That's why I intentionally mentioned that.
Yeah,
Your doctors are negligent. But still, any good doctor will say no because you failed 3 times. It's like giving a new liver to an alcoholic. What's the bloody point? Unless you prove you're actually in recovery, you ain't getting a piece.
Yeah.
You need to actually lose the weight first. Lose some of the weight. Lose 100 pounds. They'll help you.
Real stuff. The Zep bound. The FDA approved stuff. And my brain, like for some reason,
You don't have one.
was wired to thinking I had to go through these like telehealth places. And it's like,
No, it's not that. It's that you're running out of options for where you can go. Simple, Simon. You have no idea what you can do when you run out of options. Like, you genuinely can't do Ozempic again. You'll fail, and it costs so much. Also, give it back to the diabetics. Same with the semaglutide. Stop wasting medication that actually helps other people. You're going to get betas anyway if you haven't got it already. Just don't worry, Amber. You'll get it in the future.
Yeah.
Just don't use it right now.
my brain didn't even tell me.
When it comes to the bariatric surgeries, DESA and stuff, I don't think she would qualify after the doctors talk to her enough, because it's obvious she won't. You know this more than anybody. You have to put the effort in first to prove you'll do it, because it's a lot of work after you have it. She won't do it first. They'll find that out pretty quick and refuse to do the surgery on her.
So she had that whole surgery arc a few years back, remember? And that was exciting, that was, because I thought, maybe she should do something with it. However, Amber, since then, has failed semaglutide twice.
Yep.
She has not committed. They wanted her to lose 100 pounds the first time, and she then walked away. It's like, that's the choice she made for the life she has. She does not get to go through any of these processes unless she leads by example. If she doesn't do that, she'll never get anywhere in her life. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay? It's as simple as that, really, now. That's what I think, anyway. I might be wrong, but
No,
I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway, continue.
Occasionally you are.
I'm always right.
Evelyn, just see your primary care doctor. Like, it was like a little thought, like a tiny little one, but it wasn't
Little one?
like as obvious as it should have been. But the
Should have been?
company that denied me, they actually suggested,
Man, she's salty.
like, maybe you should see your primary care doctor. So it was
You should. Amber didn't have a doctor though for a while when she was here, did she?
I think so.
Yeah. The thing is, Amber, when it comes to doctors, she really does want to be coddled. She wants to be told she's amazing and she's doing great work and she's going to get there. She just wants her ego fluff. She's a cliche millennial. She really is. And Sarah, you owe no apologies for not being in recent streams. Hope you're having a nice day. Hope everyone wants to say hello and chit chat. How can I join the Discord? By becoming a member. Well, $1 patron will do it. We had to make it a patron thing. Sorry.
suggested by them, but regardless, I should have done that anyway. And if I was doctor shopping or just trying to get this medicine easily, if I was trying to just take a shortcut,
Yeah, you did. You took a shortcut. You went to FDA not approved semaglutide.
etc., etc.
Always shortcuts, because you're never looking for long-term solutions. Long-term solution, by the way, is the following. I don't know if you've heard this before, but it's go to the fucking gym.
I would just go back to the med spa.
Now, to clarify, I have no problem with anyone who needs some help. We all need help. You know, we get in a situation where we're, like I did, where I had gained weight and a lot of stuff was going on in my life, depression, blah, 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 all the excuses, didn't realize it. I understand if people need a little help to get over the hump and to get on the right path. And what works for them works for them. Her, I think she's perfectly happy the way she lives. I do. I don't think she actually really has any want to change. She just plays for the camera.
She'd need a shock like there's no tomorrow to be able to do it. And
Yeah,
obligatory.
true. And if cancer didn't did it, what would? You know, if cancer didn't do it, what would do it?
Moist.
Stop.
Just go back to those telehealth companies that approved me like this and just wanted my money.
Yeah, Amber, that's a weird flex.
But I want to do it the right way. So that's why
No, you don't.
I'm choosing not to do that. So this
That's a lie.
next rumor kind of correlates a little
So I do think you have a doctor, because I remember you doing that last year.
bit
Or
with
the
the
year
last
before.
one. Amberlynn doesn't even have a doctor. That's not true. I actually do have a doctor, and I've
Yeah, you do. Until you get bored of them and they don't give you what you want, and then you kind of, go to another one. Wizzy, were you okay? Do you want cuddles? I'll do this for a minute and give you all the cuddles. Who's your good papa pop?
Artisan, that's what I said too. Is like, okay, if she won't have take the effort to go to a gym, why not at least take the effort to walk down the street or around her apartment building? Hey, Plumpy.
I put her on her back on my lap so she's all coddled up. She's waggling her tail. She's a happy lady. You're a happy lady.
Of course she is.
Hello, Sizzles. Hello. Hello. Don't put your paw in her face, bish. Who's your good Plumpy? Yeah, you are. There you go. There you go. Come on, turn around. Let me turn you around. Oh, careful. Oh, not the drink. No, that. Hang on. Knocked it into the tablet. There you go. Bit of fluid.
Oh dear.
Bit of fluid on the tablet. I'm trading that in next week, aren't I? So I don't want to get wet.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Thankfully, you haven't hit the coffee goal, so I don't have this neck that I can bin it afterwards.
You know, we can fix that, everybody, by hitting that coffee gold. He would have to neck that, and he makes the cutest noises. Hey, Broccoli.
Yeah, it's hiya.
In my life. Like, literally, since I've been home from Wisconsin, I have seen my doctor. It was just
Yeah, you've seen your doctor more than you've seen your cat.
like a normal checkup. Amberlynn doesn't need protein because she doesn't do anything.
Well, we all need protein regardless of how inactive we are. But Amber doesn't eat protein in the way that would be beneficial to eating protein, like cooking it properly. She'd rather masticate with food that's essentially been, I put in a toaster and done to a level that I'd have my toast at. But I wouldn't cook my meat at this level.
So protein is not just for athletes. It's not just
Now, everyone needs protein. Shut up. We get it. Don't try and be an authority, Amber. You're not good enough.
for people who get up and exercise.
Oh, and you don't
go to
eat
the gym
toast. You
and
eat
do all this
charcoal.
movement. Protein
Man, I love toast.
is for everyone.
He eats charcoal,
It's good for
people.
you.
He
It's good.
doesn't
It's
eat
really-
toast.
It's really good for your teeth.
Protein is
It's
for
burnt.
humans. It's for mammals. Everyone literally needs protein. I'm not like some random
Stop trying to be an authority figure, Amber. You have two chins.
species that doesn't need protein. Protein is super, super important. Like, it helps with bone health, gives
Yeah, you only need bone health because it's the only thing keeping you vertical.
you strength and energy. And
Well, they're two things you don't have.
the list literally goes on.
It does, but you don't know what any of it is. In fact, you don't even know what the proteins are because there are different types. You absolute ostomy.
But to make matters even worse, protein is even more important for people who have been through menopause. It helps
Don't care about anyone that's gone through menopause because that's your own personal business. Keep that ick away from me. Second, you are in your early to mid 30s. Again, you're not an authority on anything. No one cares about you going through menopause. No one cares about your lymphedema, lipedema, BPD, OCD, obesity, your hemorrhoids, your gonorrhea. No one cares about the half brain you have. No one cares that you have basically no functioning brain cells, an IQ less than 30, which surely means you're autistic, different type of autistic, but you're not autistic, you're just stupid. Honestly, Amber, don't try me with this shit.
helps with muscle loss. It helps with that slower metabolism you get because of menopause. It helps with the density loss that you get. Protein helps with all of these things. And when you're
She read a pamphlet, y'all.
No, she's reading from a screen. That's how she's doing it. Look at her eyes.
losing weight,
Yeah, I see it.
you sadly do lose muscle. So to help with that, eat that protein, drink that protein.
Why am I getting Chef Rush talking about more protein in my head? The very
I
big,
don't
muscular
know.
African-American guy. More protein! It's great. It's hilarious.
It is very important.
Yeah, but Amber, your version of protein is steak that's been chopped into little chunks. You may as well buy stir-fry steak, and then you do it so well done it's pointless. You have chicken that's beyond well done. You have chicken that's so dry, I would get more moisture out of sand. Sorry, more moisture from sand.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So we are about to get to bad choices, but I
I
forgot
get
to
it.
mention a very important one. Lack of protein equals
Oh, you're reading something I don't give a crap.
hair loss. And I do not want any more of that.
By the way,
You're not a medical professional.
By the way, lack of protein does not always mean hair loss, by the way. Bear in mind here, men eat more protein than women typically, and the majority of hair loss affects men. Shut up. Okay? You don't know what you're talking about, you silly bitch.
That's
Alright,
right,
guys,
Dessa,
is
you got
now
it.
Time for bad choices. So I've actually had people.
Oh, I
send
forgot to look
me-
those cards up.
Ah, bad choices, everyone. We'll get to learn with Amber. This isn't rigged. This is gonna be fun. Let's enjoy ourselves, guys. Let's have some fun. The final minute and 8 seconds we have of this video.
like videos and pictures, people that have this game, and they send me the responses, and I genuinely think it is like the cutest thing ever. Like, you guys are like literally adorable. I can't. All right, first one.
Literally adorable, and I can. Can't what, Amber?
I'll be right
Have you ever
back.
made a sex tape like with someone else?
Oh, first question: have you ever made a sex tape? Yes, is the answer to that. Isn't not Amber's answer? Yes. And yes, random web user. It's called male pattern baldness for a reason. Exactly, it is. Like Amber, you've made dirty content. We know the answer. The answer is yes. Ah, cheesecake. I'm very jealous. I've got a fruit and nut bar I might have this evening, but after this I'm gonna have a shower and then I'm gonna chill out for a minute. Because I started this early so I could do a few errands first. I have to hop off. Thank you for being here, Juniper. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope the issue you had on the server has been sorted, by the way. If not, we'll have a look tomorrow, okay?
No. For $100,000, would you spit on every new person you meet for a year?
Yes. If it's US $100,000, I would 100% spit on every single new person I meet. Why? Because I don't care. I'll even tell them before. I'll be like, yo, I get $100,000 and I have to just spit on you. So if you've got a splash guard, take it. First of all, Amber has made a sex tape. She says no, it's a lie. Second, $100,000 to spit on people. She wouldn't do that because it's a waste of good nutrition for her.
No, I wouldn't. Like, that just sounds extremely disrespectful. Plus,
Amber, you have no friends, so why does that matter?
spitting on someone is actually illegal. Random fact.
Yeah, but for $100,000, I mean, if you spit on someone, you go to prison, you get fined a little bit, right? Okay, cool. You end up going to prison for it. You lose time, which means you get to stay in prison. You don't have to worry about anything for a while. You basically get to pass time. It's a great idea. In fact, you being locked up for a year might benefit your weight. It benefited Chris Chan, after all.
Fact, I'm sure everyone knows that. If you were broke, would you keep a lost wallet full of cash even if the owner's ID is inside? Absolutely.
Yes. No, I'm kidding. I have actually found wallets in the past full of money. I usually open the wallet and look for the driver's license. I will then go and find the address on my phone. I will take the wallet to them. I will then prove to that person that I don't usually carry cash on me, so I will prove that I do not have any money on me, and the majority of them have actually just given me money anyway, so it's fine.
Not. I've actually found a wallet before, and
Did you eat it?
obviously when you find a wallet, you look inside to look for the ID, and when I saw the ID, I saw that there was cash in there. Didn't take a penny, and that
I could believe it because you make too much money, but I also believe the question did preface if you were broke. Now I'm going to say that if I was broke and I had no money, while I value my integrity and my dignity and I wouldn't want to, it would depend on the situation I'm in. Because I won't deny, if I was in the position I was in before I started on YouTube, I would have kept the money. I really would have. I was so poor, I was so broke, I needed every penny I could get. I would walk down the road looking at the floor, because if I found coins, like 5p or 1p, I put it in a pot. If at the end of the week I found £1, it meant I can buy some food, you know? Does she produce? No, I think because she likes all her food super dry, doesn't she? And she only drinks soda, so her mouth is dry from the sodas. So I don't think she can spit. Oh, she spits Dr. Pepper. That's possible. Yeah.
and that was during my broke era. Have you ever said I love you and not heard it back? Yes.
I prefer the question of have you ever said I love you and not meant it? Because the answer would be yes to literally everyone.
Have you ever injured yourself during sex?
Is anyone else thinking about a T-Rex here? Because she's going to answer, but I'm kind of like, logistics-wise, I could understand how she could get injured.
Yeah, I've had a pulled cramp and
Oh God, what did I miss?
Has she ever gotten injured during sex? And I said, obviously, because logistics. Oh, thank you, Sarah. If your Patreon is connected to your Discord, in your user connection settings, my server, Moistonia, is in there, and you'll be able to click and join.
You know,
She's
some of the
in.
personal things.
Hi.
Anyways, that is the end of this video. Hope you guys
Shut up, Amber. So that's the end of that video. I don't have time for any more, so we're going to talk for a few minutes instead. I know. What is the dumbest thing you heard in that video? You're right. Literally anything related to Rarity. I'm going to get rid of that tab because I don't want to see any of that crap anymore. I personally don't think Amber's going to improve. I don't think Rarity will ever be found. I think at this stage, if Rarity is with a new owner, there's no chance of Rarity ever going back to Amber, because what's the point? Like, what is the point? Amber can't do anything with Rarity. She can't do anything. So what's the point now? There is no point. Okay, then, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Absolutely sod all. Simple as that, really. I don't think that she'll ever get her cat back, and I think that there's more chance of her getting a new cat in the future and calling the cat Rarity Jr.
Oh God, I hate when people do that.
I could see it. I really could. And I don't like it, but that's reality for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything, basically,
Anything.
Amber said. I agree. Right, how long have we been going for? Let me check my OBS. Just under 2 hours. So I am going to end here because I want to go have a shower and I need to sort out a few bits and bobs. Thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, obviously, to you as well, Leona, for joining us. We are going to be back on Monday. I'm not streaming here tomorrow. Might stream on Twitch earlier, but I'm not sure yet. But thanks again. We really appreciate it. For the super chats, hitting that goal, which was ridiculous. I will end the poll now at 96% saying no. Well done. And I'll end the... I can't end the goal, can I? No, I can't. The goal's been achieved. It's fine. Buzzball. I'm not necking it, though, so sucks to be all of you. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon. Say goodnight, Leona.
Night, everyone.
No.
No. Sorry. Quit.